Right, I'm not sure what's happening here. I hope you can hear me. I'm just carrying on with my swatches tonight, and the plan is, I'll turn the radio off because I know that's going to get picked up. The plan is to carry on with my swatches tonight, and since I'm sat here on my own doing this, I thought I just might as well just stick the live stream on and see if anyone else is about. Let me just add this gorgeous, this is lavender, and this is lovely Daniel Smith watercolors. And I'm still trying to get through my swatches here. It's been difficult to really do anything all day. It's just been a crazy day again. I'm just going to load up and see if anyone's on live chat, but if not, that's perfectly fine. I'm just doing this anyway on my own for the last 10 minutes, and I thought I might as well just stick the live chat on, see if anyone's around. Let's see if it's actually coming up here. God, this color is so creamy, and you can really feel the difference compared to my last lot that I had, which were not professional color watercolors. They were just box standard pan watercolors, which were unbranded. It's not actually coming up yet, this live chat. So let's see what happens. Oh, something's happening. Give it a minute. Oh, Janice. Hello, Janice. Welcome. Great to see you. And we've also got Marcy Bartlett. Oh, thank you for saying that. That's really sweet. Marcy just said she loves my artwork, which is always nice to hear. We've got the gorgeous Debbie here as well. Hi, Debbie. Welcome, sweetheart. I've not told anyone about this because basically, guys, I've got the kids to bed tonight. I had some food. I sat down. I thought I really want to finish the swatching because I really want to start painting with these new watercolors. And once I've done, like with me, I have to finish one job. Not usually, but sometimes I just have to get something done to be able to focus on the next thing, and particularly in this case because I want to see what all the lovely colors look like on paper, because I really want to paint a watercolor bird. That's my goal. A gorgeous bird, maybe in flight or in movement somehow. And the only way I'm going to do that, because I want colourful feathers, is to actually get all my swatches done. And I can't do it during the day because it's usually crazy hectic in the day. And the only time I get to do this, those of you who have been mothers or are mothers will know that the only quiet time parents really get when kids are under 6 is at really late at night. That's the only time when your house is quiet, the world is quiet. Well, it feels like the world is quiet. And you can really just art and paint and really be in the moment, you know. So there's me not really concentrating on what I'm doing here, and I've just put too much paint on there, and I'm going to fade it out a bit. And you can also blot it with some tissue, actually. I might do that. So how are you guys? How are you all doing? Hi, Johnny. I've not told anyone about this live, so it's nice that you turned up because you must have seen a notification, I'm guessing. I'm not doing anything exciting, I'm afraid. I'm so sorry. I'm just doing my swatches. I'm a lady who is obsessed with the Daniel Smith watercolors at the moment. So yeah, I'm just doing my swatches and sitting here listening to the radio and listening to like really kind of old music and music from the 90s. I like all sorts of music though, to be honest. Only kind of genre I probably am not that into is rock, although I've been to a rock concert before, but I'm not really big into it, that's all. So what kind of music are you guys into? I love all sorts of music. I also understand several other languages, so I love music from other countries as well. I do listen to lots of various different ethnic and different world music as well. I love this lavender. It's gorgeous. Can you think of a flower I could do with a lavender colour? It's beautiful, isn't it? Oh, you should see how creamy this texture is. It's really lovely. So who else have we got here? We've just got, okay, Johnny Dark's here. Welcome, Johnny. Hi. Nice to see you. And we've got, someone mentioned Bill. Hi, Bill. Welcome, Bill Robertson Art. Yeah, so without having to repeat myself, I'm just doing some swatching in the middle of the night because it's the only time my kids are quiet and they are back in school, so I did have some time in the day today, but it's not really a long time. They only go for a couple of hours really, and my youngest is still in she's still in daycare, so she only goes for a couple of hours as well. Right, I think that's that lavender done. It's a gorgeous colour. I know there was another live today, wasn't it, Betty's, and I missed it completely because we were out, so I didn't really know it was on. I think she messaged me and I didn't see the message, so I hope that went well. I did watch it afterwards, but I couldn't see the live chat come up at all. Just watched her painting that beautiful bouquet. Lilacs are gorgeous, aren't they? It is lovely lavender lilac. I just, I'm looking at these colours now and I'm thinking, I just want to do a field of wildflowers, just all of the colours together. If you look at my art on my channel, one thing you will notice is a running theme, and I didn't really realise it, is that I like bright colours, don't I? I'm more of a kind of a bright, vibrant colour type of person. Most of my paintings are very vibrant. They're very rarely understated. But I can't help it. I don't know why that is. It's just something. Byron, hi, you're around. How is things? How's your mom? You said you live with her the last time we spoke. Um, and do you have dogs? What kind of dogs do you have? What does she have? Who has the dogs? I was just wondering that. You said they were very territorial last time, from what I remember. We're going to go for the opera pink now. This is gorgeous, gorgeous pink. Oh God. And the great thing is that Amazon are not very good, are they, at delivering? Because today I wondered where, because I ordered a palette after Ab bought me these paints. A couple of days later, I did order a palette to put them into, and it never arrived. And I was like, and today I thought, hang on a minute, they should have arrived by now. So I went onto the Amazon app on my phone to check what's happened to them, and it said they got delivered ages ago, like about a few days ago. And I was like, well, how can that be possible? Because I haven't got them. They've not been posted through the letterbox, and they're not in my. We have a little kind of outside storage bin where they normally leave things if we're not in. And there was nothing in there. I went outside again and looked in the rain and the dark, and there was nothing in there. Oh, look at this opera pink. Sorry, guys, I'm just interrupting myself. Oh my God, that is so vibrant. Oh my goodness. Wow. Do you know what? I can imagine a tropical bird with feathers like this. Look at that. It's almost luminous, isn't it? It's really, it just looks fluorescent. I love that. I do love pink. My daughter loves pink as well. Let's add a bit of water now and put a wash down next to it, see what that looks like. Thin it down a bit more, maybe. Maybe a bit more, and just get some water. It's really good to have a bit of tissue near you, which I haven't done. But yeah. Oh, I like this pink. And I'm on Nate's art collab soon. I think that's a week or two away, and I want to do a bird. And I mentioned this before, and I want a vibrant tropical bird. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do acrylic pouring, mixed media, watercolor. I don't know. It's just so much to choose from. It's really hard to choose when you're really interested in all the different mediums. Most of you here will know what I mean, because I know Bill, are you doing diamond art as well now? Who else is doing diamond art? Quite a few people are venturing into different types of techniques and mediums and different types of artwork, which is really cool to see. I love people who like pushing themselves and going out of their boundaries as well. So to carry on swatching, please don't feel like you have to stay. If you want to stay, I am totally grateful. If you don't want to stay, I love the company. If you don't want to stay, I won't mind at all if you'd have to leave or anything. So yeah, just stay if you want to stay, or maybe play it in the background while you're doing other stuff. I'm just going to be swatching. I'm not going to be painting a beautiful painting for you, not this time, but I'm working myself up to it. I will do a pour on a live, and I will also do some other really cool plans with lives, which involves other artists. So I've got a lot of things in the pipeline at the moment, of like doing stuff with other artists on lives on my channel and their channel as well. And we've got these polka dots, and that the blooms, when you pop that intense color down on the wash, you can see it really bloom out. And maybe you can't see it really well with the camera angle here, but there's lots of little tiny fractal type effect on that. That's really, really nice. On the pink, I mean. Oh, you have a Boston Terrier in two hours? Whoa, okay. You got your house full then, haven't you? Pink, yes, Janice, pink. A lot of people say they don't know how to put yellow into a painting, and I find that surprising. I like yellow in a painting. The whole page is your favourite. Okay. Oh, Debbie, you've got a headache. Oh, bless you. Been making phone calls all day. Put it on speaker, love. I'm sure the phones are not good for us. And we used to have landlines, and we used to actually have more free time because we weren't always bound to our phones back then, were we? We could just not be available for people. And this kind of culture these days where people get mad at you if you don't answer your phone right away. I don't like it. I'm too old-fashioned. You know, this kind of immediacy of life right now, and it puts a lot of pressure on us, a lot of stress, you know. We kind of have to be very careful what we do with our time, because it really does affect mental health, doesn't it? My job is really challenging. My workplace is challenging. There's a lot of stress related in my job, being responsible for, I mean, if I'm late to work, sometimes 100 people are let down because they're all sat there waiting, and some of them have driven in from far away, some of them taken the trains, and that's a lot of pressure on me as well, because, you know, if I'm sick or anything, then it really affects other people. And it's not just, oh, I know I'm walking into an office and it affects one or two people, or it pisses the boss off. It actually just upsets a lot of people when you're teaching and there's no one to cover you and things, you know. So we do have to look after ourselves after work and make sure we switch everything off and don't be available all the time. I forgot to put the green down. I've just noticed this green was actually phthalo green. So I've just done the opera pink, I've done lavender, I've done cerulean blue, chromium, and then that was French ultramarine, which is really nice and vibrant as well. Sorry, the chat's disappeared. Yeah, I love the way that Byron relates all the colours to Disney. God, he really knows his stuff with Disney. Honestly, he should be on some sort of show where they test your knowledge, Byron. But you'd win. I'm trying to get my paint water down a bit more to do this bit. Yeah, it does. You know what? I noticed it with the brush as well. If it's gone down and it's dry, just kind of wetting it again, the green particularly mixes up really well. You can re-wet it again, and away you go again, you know. It doesn't leave any harsh lines or anything. I think I had some trouble with this French ultramarine, but maybe because of the way I use my brush, it was quite hard to blend it as much. Or maybe it's because it's denser and more loaded in pigment, so the blending is a bit harder. What's going on here? So, well, I finally received notification that my Australian floral shipped out today. Can't wait for it to get here so I can get back to my normal. Oh yeah, Bill, I remember you saying that your Aussie floral, well, did it spoil? Did you keep it outside of something, or did it just spoil naturally? How did it get spoiled? So was it working when he started out? So maybe the cap wasn't fit. I find that really, really strange because normally it comes already spoiled, and you open it up, you use it, and you realise this either really stinks. There's a horrible pungent smell. This is what I've read online from my people on my group actually who've asked for help. So they've bought Australian floral. They paid a lot of money for it. It's arrived and they've opened it up and it looks and smells terrible, and that's when you know it's off, or there's a number of them which have been recalled and they're not fit for purpose, or you just know something's not wrong because you don't get the lovely blooms like you normally would. So yeah, I'm just wondering how you're spoiled, Bill. Maybe you don't know how, maybe we'll never know, but it is I need some more green, don't I? It's difficult. I don't know, how much does it cost for you to get it in the States? Bill, is it expensive? I imagine it is. More expensive than if you're in Australia. It's super expensive over here. Really crazy expensive. This is why I found so many different alternatives instead when I was experimenting. Answer the phone now. Who are you talking to? Oh, I guess you're talking to Debbie, are you? Nope, don't. Don't answer the phone, Debbie. Switch it off, actually, in fact, and put it in a drawer and lock the drawer. That's what I say. Walk away from the phone. Look after yourself. What we've got left, oh, more green. I don't know what I'm doing here. So a bit more green. So this whole swatch card is now finally full. The reason it's taking this long is because I can't stop talking and looking back at the chat all the time. Well, we'd have been done in about 5 minutes otherwise. That one's done. I'll just show that to you. That's what that one looks like. It's great, isn't it? So you can see the names of the colours. Phthalo green on the right, indigo, French ultramarine, cerulean blue chromium, lavender on opera pink. Oh, get that right in the frame. Which way have I got to go? This is quite difficult to figure out. Yeah, so that's what that looks like. And do you know, the most granulating one is the French ultramarine. This is probably why I found it really difficult to blend that one with the water. I haven't blended it with any other colours. I've only blended all of these with water just to see how they react. And I think that's probably the one I need to keep an eye out for if I want to bring some more kind of texture into my artwork. With the others blended quite well. So we'll pop that one down there. What we next need to do is finish this one off. Now, this entire page here is this set here, the Daniel Smith Pablo Reuben's Master Artist set, including the colours here. Pyro Red is also in that particular box. Hansa Yellow is in that box, and this one as well, Transparent Red Oxide and Sepia. So basically what I've done is I've just, I think one of these colours is not in this pack. I'm not sure which. Is it indigo? No, that's in there. What have we got here that isn't supposed to be here? There's bound to be one that's not supposed to be here. I'm getting a bit confused. Anyway, what I can say for sure is that the Mayan Orange and Imperial Purple are colours that he ordered separately. They were not part of this particular box of collection of paints. Okay, so you can order them individually as well, and I think said yesterday they're quite expensive. So let's find Imperial Purple. There it is. And Mayan Orange sounds really nice. There's Mayan Orange, so we've got those two. What we'll do next is I'll just finish those off today, and I'll probably then sign off after having a little brief chat with you. So purple, let's look at this purple. It's quite bright actually. It's not a dark purple. Quite nice. Water is free, Bill. True. Yes, Bill. It's absolutely true. You can do it with water. Lots of artists have shown us that it can be done with water, Sheldon included as well. So, yeah, you could save yourself a lot of money. You're really good. Give it a go if you haven't, Bill. Why not? I think you just need to get the consistency right. This purple's nice. And these colours are quite creamy. You can feel it under your brush. It's quite... On paper, it's darker than it looked like in the tube, which was interesting. And on the palette, I've got my porcelain palette here, so it looks brighter in there than it does on the paper. And that's what I mean when sometimes if you don't do a swatch, you don't really know what it really looks like. You can see it a different color in the tube to the color on the outside of the tube on the packaging, to the color in the palette as well, and then completely different on the paper. So that's a lot darker than I thought it was going to be. Hi Sudha, we got artist resin or resin artists here. I always get confused with your name, Sudha, because I think you've got two profiles and one's resin artist and the other one's artist resin, so I wasn't sure. I always get confused. unless they're the difference between a Facebook profile and an art page. And here, I'm not sure. Okay, so I'll put a lighter wash down there. You can see the difference between the two. And what I am going to do is just squeeze a bit of each of the tubes on top in the middle so I can see what it looks like really thick as well. Because I was thinking about mixing these up with other things, you know, other types of mediums. And I have this stuff here. So this is called Ox Gall Liquid. And I know I didn't finish my Amazon story, but the Amazon story was that it was meant to be delivered. It said they delivered it. And then what happened was I went outside and I looked for it, and they dumped it in the corner. It's clearly been stolen. So yeah, it's not good. The delivery system, the way they throw it into your porch, they don't really care. Yeah, the delivery driver was not a good driver. He must have just left it, and it's been raining non-stop here, so it must have got drenched, and I don't know, someone took it from outside, or he never delivered it in the first place and kept it. Who knows? I don't know. This one was meant to be me actually trying to see if I could lighten it slowly. Okay, and then next, let's get this wash on. I'm glad you guys are having a nice chat in the chat box there. You can see from the corner of my eye while I'm trying to get this down. And paint, I mean, using a paintbrush takes a lot of concentration, doesn't it? Even if you're only painting colours in a box. Oh, Sheldon, the watercolour paintings you posted. Well done for posting. I don't think I've gone on Facebook today, barely. I don't think I've seen... Are they new ones to what I've seen? Or maybe they're similar to what I've already seen. But good job on you for posting it. I'm glad you listened to me. But yeah, it's good because people need to see. Okay. What was it of, Bill and Sheldon? What ones did you post? Was it a tiger one, or there was a foliage one with a couple of birds and one with a flower, white flower? I'll have a look later. The purple looks great with the pink, just like Rapunzel from Tangled, which is from modern Disney and not classic Disney. Yeah, I remember that. It's still good though, and I don't know if you're not a big fan of modern Disney then, Byron, because my kids love it. So they love anything cartoonish and Disney-like anyway. So wow, look at those nice colours. And then we've got the last one, last but not least for now, and this is the Mayan, yeah, Mayan Orange. Okay. So let's look at this one. It was all of them. Wow, well done. You need a website. Start an art page. I've been nagging you for years to do stuff. Nag, nag, nag. But yeah, I know people need time, and we're all working and we're all busy, and I had loads of plans last year I didn't do. So it's just life, isn't it? It happens, and health issues and all sorts of things delay us from what we hoped and planned to do, but there'll be a time to do everything, I'm sure. It will happen in the right time. This is the Mayan Orange, and I'm surprised how red-like it looks. No, I guess it's orange. I'm just colorblind. So it is a very kind of a vibrant orange. Yeah, that would go really well for the bird I'm planning on doing, but I'm not sure if I will do it in watercolor yet. For the collab thing, I will do a bird watercolor painting, of course I will. But that'll be different, not as part of a collab. Need a bit more water in this. It's thick, it is. It's super thick. And just getting the consistency right is quite hard as well, because like I said, I haven't mixed these up properly before, so getting the right amount of water and the right amount of dilution is quite tricky sometimes. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. That's a lovely colour, isn't it? Look at that. Lovely. Let's get some water into that. A line down like that. It's quite nice just painting in when everyone's busy sleeping. So something really, really nice and therapeutic about it. Oh, everyone's asking you to rate their service, Debbie. Well, you've got to be honest whatever you do. If they were good, they were good. Tell them they were good. If they were bad, tell them they were bad. I wrote an email to the local hospital for being utterly rubbish with how they were towards me when I had an appointment there. I had to wait for 11 months for an appointment. Turned up on the day really anxious and really fraught, thinking, because they were obviously I'm going to see a consultant about something. And then the consultant, they tell me in the waiting room, oh, the consultant didn't turn up for your appointment. So now I'm thinking, okay, she might be a bit late. That's fine. People are late. 2 hours later, she's still not there. Everyone in the waiting room was waiting. She didn't even turn up. And I had my daughter's Christmas players for first ever one. She's only 4. And I was gutted because I was missing it because of this appointment. Because I tried to change appointment. They wouldn't let me over here because appointments are like gold dust. You can't get them. And when you get them, you can't change them without going back at the end of the waiting list, which is another year. So yeah, I had to literally miss out Sarah's play, and she was all dressed up like an elf. So I was gutted, obviously. And I was sat there in the waiting room with no consultant turning up, just really glum and looking very depressed. And all the nurses and the charge nurses saw me, and they were like, oh, why didn't the lady on the phone allow you to change your appointment when you initially said that you couldn't do that day? I said, I don't know. She just said I wasn't allowed to, or I'd go back at the end of the waiting list for another 11 months. And they were shocked, and they said, she shouldn't have said that to you. I said, well, that's what she did, so that's why I'm here, and that's why I'm missing my daughter's play. And she was so excited all week about me going to see her. So they felt sorry for me. And then I had one charge nurse come up to me and said they've all had a chat, and they've decided that they're going to put me at the end of the day. And if I could just come back and go to my daughter's thing. I took a taxi there. I was so happy. I took a taxi there, watched her in a little play, and came straight back. I was just half an hour gone. Came back and waited in a waiting room for another 2 hours. By then, the consultant had arrived, but she was seeing other patients because I'd been stuck at the end of the day. So there I am now, sitting for another couple of hours waiting for her. And guess what? When I finally got into the room, she didn't even turn up. She went home. And I was a bit shocked, and she got a student doctor, whatever you call him, student, to see me, who fobbed me off. So I was really upset when I came home that day. I was really in tears for 2 days. They tried to fob me off and they didn't really want to deal with it. So I wrote a really upset, not angry, but upset email to them. And immediately, literally 3 days later, they tried to rectify it by writing me a really long letter, giving me all the options that they should have given me properly, and trying to backtrack and protect themselves from me suing them, I guess. So I was really relieved in a way. But yeah, my advice to anyone going through stuff is always speak your mind, always tell people when they're doing something that's wrong or bad or they shouldn't be doing. Tell them when you're having a bad service. So Debbie, those phone calls, if they were good, tell them they were good. If they're bad, rate them low, because that's the only way they're going to change. And the same with NHS. The only way they're going to change is people actually say, yeah, there's a problem here. You should not treat people like that. That's not how somebody who's waited 11 months for an appointment that they desperately need and opt for should be treated. So we're now actually looking for private healthcare now. So we're looking down that route. Yeah, always honest. Polite is a bonus. Absolutely. Medical issues are a nightmare, aren't they? Yeah. The dark red reminds me of Ariel's hair from The Little Mermaid. Yeah, it really does. It's exactly Ariel's hair. Give me an idea there, Byron. That's exactly the right colour, isn't it? really perceptive, and you can see it from a big distance there, because I can see your camera. The camera's quite high up. So what's else going on? Well said, Taslima. I don't even know what I said. I'm rambling. I forget what I said 5 seconds later. I'm probably just contradicting myself all the time. Taz said she kept nagging me. I'm not nagging. I don't nag. Women do not nag, okay? We tell you what's good for you and you listen. And if you don't listen, it's on you. It's not our problem. Who is your art wife? What does that mean? Ab's my husband. That's it. No, 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 no. I don't do open marriages and things. So, no, I'm nobody else's wife. Whatever you've got in your head, get it out of it. Okay, that's not going to happen. Oh, did you freeze? I'm here. So maybe you have froze. Whenever I see the orange, it reminds me of Cinderella's strawberry blonde hair and not her lemon blonde hair in official merchandise. Did she ever have lemon blonde hair? I've not even seen that. Yeah, I don't know why you haven't tried. Have you tried art, Byron? There's so many different kinds. Abstract art is good for anyone. You know, anyone can try abstract art. You don't have to be good at drawing. Okay, so that's it really. I think I'm done for now. There are all of these colours. If anyone wants to do these for me, please feel free. I'm not going to do them tonight. I'm going to head to bed in a minute. So I think that's it for today. Yeah, I agree with Debbie. I'm glad you didn't freeze. I'm glad you're warm enough, Debbie. And Sheldon, just put the heating on, okay, my friend. It was great chatting with everyone, and for me too, Debbie. Thank you, and thanks for being here. And I will love you and leave you to it for another night. I'll probably try and do something for tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'll have a video. If I don't have a video by tomorrow, my art studio Thursdays with Debbie, not Debbie, Betty. I'd love to do one with you, Debbie, but with Betty tomorrow as normal, my usual videos, I'll probably just do a live and do a painting, okay? And I'll be up after Betty. Betty's up first at I think it's what time is it in the States? It's 5 p.m. here. I think it's 5 p.m. 12 p.m. EST. Okay. Okay, bye everyone. It's now actually it's midnight here. I didn't even realize. How did that happen? Yeah, it's midnight. Oh God, it's time for Cinderella to flee, isn't it? If she hasn't, otherwise she'll turn back into a pumpkin. No, that was the coach. Yes. Okay, good night, everyone. Good night, Sudha. Good night, Debbie. Good night, Johnny. Good night, Sheldon, and everybody else who I've missed. Bye for now. Good night, Bill. Bye. Yeah, I know it was the carriage. I was joking.